This video is making the rounds on social media of a Black woman who says she's going to start dating outside of her race. Take a look.
But as a dark-skinned Black woman, the most hate I get is from my own men. And me restricting myself to only dating Black men is giving me little to no options.
Is that how she looked for real? Because it was a little Barbie.
Oh, I'm sorry. So she's a model. So I went on her page, I made a comment, and she actually wrote me back. And I want to get y'all's perspective on this. Selena, let's start with you. What are your thoughts on her perspective? Now, I'm going to just full transparency before we go down the wrong rabbit hole. The video, she doesn't say she's done with Black men. She still wants to date a Black man. She says she has to open her options to also include non-Black men.
Yeah.
And still, so she's not saying, she's not doing a Stacey Dash on us where it's like, I don't want to date Black men. She's doing I'm opening it up so I can have options. Selena, what do you think about that?
Yeah, and she's pro-Black and for the cause, Black Lives Matters, all of that. What was the most jarring thing that stood out in her rant was that she said the men that hate her the most, that treat her the worst, are Black men. And that she said she doesn't have time for them. It's not fair for her to wait for them to heal. My God, that hit me because I was just like, you know what? It is unfair to expect Black women to sit around and wait for Black men to heal from all the things that they've gone through because of the color of their skin, because of what they've had to deal with in America. But on the other hand, Black men get to date all around their race. All around their race, and they don't care. It's so many beige babies in this world, honey, that it don't make no sense. So my thing is, I think it was great that she said that. I really think it's about being happy, in terms of relationships, it really should be about being happy. It really should, it should really be about, well, I want to date. Yeah, you prefer, this is your preference. You always want to go with your preference first. But if that's not working, you should not sit around and wait just because your preference, you know what I'm saying, is not coming through. You should go where you're celebrated, not tolerated.
All right.
Amen.
Difficult. What do you think about the story?
Two can play that game. Like you said, if the brothers is doing it, so can we. I personally don't discriminate. You know what I mean? If you come over and I'm like, well, hey there, I'm good with it. You know what I mean? I don't discriminate. I don't, because I see beauty and handsome in all colors. You know what I mean? So I'm with her when she writes. So girl, do you. If he come up, he's Italian, French, Asian, whatever it is. If he's nice to you, have a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lisa Ray?
I concur. Nothing else said.
I have a friend that's a beautiful chocolate girl in Miami. She has one of the best bodies I've ever seen in my life. 100% natural. She's a fitness girl. This girl's skin is chocolate. Shout out to my girl Dee Dee. She's a teacher. She's smart. She's educated. Every time I go to Miami, I'm like, are you dating anyone? She's like, girl, these guys would not holler at me. They just want the Latina girls and the white girls. She's like, they never hit on me. She said, I'm everybody's homegirl. I'm everybody's homegirl. And there's no excuse this woman should not have men knocking down her door trying to get at her. And she says all the time, they are not rocking with the dark skin down here, down in Miami. And both these women are drop dead gorgeous. I made a comment on one of the posts. It was on Dr. Boyce Walken's page about this young lady. I said, I got to have your back on this. I know a girl that's going through similar situations like you, and you're not getting hit on like, these men, they're saying they don't want nothing darker than them. They still doing that stupid brown paper bag test. There's a lot of men in our community that have issues with this, that don't want to date someone that's as dark as them or darker. And they have real issues with it. And they do need healing. And Selena, you are absolutely right. Why should we have to wait for you to go get healing and go get fixed? Or why do we have to be the ones that fix you? She a beautiful woman. And when men do it, we don't say anything. When Black women do it, for some reason, they want to make us be sellouts and bed wenches and all kind of nonsense. A lot of times Black women are crossing over out of necessity because y'all ain't hollering at her.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't hollering.
Have y'all seen that actress that went to the Oscars and her man is white and she walks so public, the way he looks at her.
Yes.
Look at her, baby.
Oh, Serena Williams, honey.
Yeah,
Serena
Williams too. Yes, Serena Reddit. Oh my God, he adores her. Look how happy they look together.
I just want people to be
open
open-minded.
A bunch of Black men. That was the fool.
And I was gonna say this. You know, my mom back in the day, she used to say, what's that saying? The sweeter the berry, the darker the berry,
the sweeter the juice.
And I used to be like, because I had not seen it. But now this day and age, it's impossible not to see it. Because when you see that skin color on a dark chocolate anything, and they smile and them teeth so white, and the eyes are so white, and that skin so white, you can't do nothing but stare really, because you like, wow. Because I don't know about y'all, but being light skinned, every pimple, every freckle, every vein, everything show up just like that. Everything. Get that chocolate up against that TV skin at nighttime, that ain't never looked so good.
Look, we all just went to Jamaica and was like, oh, come on, son.
Okay.
Come on and kiss me.
I just want to caution folks that are criticizing this young lady. She's clearly pro-Black. She's not the type of woman that's selling out on her people. And she's a 19-year-old, extremely articulate woman. If you take the time to watch her whole video, she's doing it because she feels that she doesn't have any other options. She prefers a Black man. So y'all better get in her DMs. This woman is gorgeous and smart. All right, coming up, we are catching up with the mother of Black Hollywood. Yes. Jennifer Lewis is joining us. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more right after this.